Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Ask Alex. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any of our videos.
Ask Alex.
As we close our early landmarks exhibit, I've been getting questions about what is our veteran car tour, or what is a veteran car in general. Our veteran car tour it's a drive from Newport to Bristol and back to Newport. It's about 50 miles long, and it features cars built in 1907 and earlier. If you want to check out the tour, it starts here at the Audrain Museum on Bellevue, and it also ends here, so you can come after to check out the cars as well. If you're wondering what exactly is a veteran car, it's cars built pre-World War I, like this curved dash Oldsmobile behind me, and this one will be taking part in the tour as well. So once the cars leave the museum on Bellevue, they'll go to Ocean Avenue and then drive up through Middletown and Portsmouth, over the Mount Hope Bridge to Bristol, turn around at Independence Park, and come on back to the museum. You may be asking, why do this type of thing at all? It's to further our mission here at the Audrain Museum to preserve, celebrate, and share automotive history. We preserve the cars so they can be driven, we celebrate the cars by driving them, and we share them with all of you here on Bellevue Avenue so you can see them in action. If you want to see these cars in action, you can see them in a few different places. They'll be on display on Bellevue Ave at the museum before the tour. You can see them at First Beach and Second Beach as they drive by. Also at Green Bridge near Breton Point, and Independence Park in Bristol will be a good spot too. But their route is 50 miles long, so there's plenty of opportunity. It's important to know that this is not a race and there's no awards. This is just about celebrating these cars. And a lot of these cars would probably even have trouble reaching some of the speed limits, so we don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about any road closures that day, but part of Bellevue Avenue in front of the museum will be closed while the cars take off. One of the reasons why we do this event is because we were inspired by the London to Brighton tour that happens every year in England. It memorializes the repealing of the Flag Act in 1904. The Flag Act was passed in 1865 and says that every car on the road had to have someone in front of it waving a flag to warn pedestrians and horses that a car was coming down the road. Obviously, this was very impractical, and when it was repealed, it was a big deal because it kind of paved the way for the modern car. The tour is kind of a dedication to the cars and people who participate. You can see the passion and commitment in the people who show up dressed up in period outfits and want to show their car off to everybody in the community, and to celebrate the manufacturers and engineers who design these things, and we help keep them alive for another 100 years. One of the things I like best about this event is that it's a chance to see these cars in action in the environment they're supposed to be in. Dr. Nick Begovich has a quote that says, "A lot of museums display cars like pieces of furniture. And while it's really cool to see these cars in a clean and sterile environment and to admire their beauty, They're really meant to be driven, and this is a chance to see these cars in action with all the smoke and sound to go with it. It's a really visceral experience that engages all your senses. The day before the Veteran Tour, Bonhams is going to hold an auction of pre-war cars and automobilia. There's going to be about 30 cars and hundreds of pieces of memorabilia that you can bid on. More information is coming soon. If you do purchase one of these pre-1907 cars in the auction, you are automatically entered into the Veteran Tour the next day, and you'll even get a chance to drive it. So in my last video, we went over the Roush & Lang electric car. We had a question about how they actually charge these. So charging infrastructure wasn't always easily available, but there were central charging stations available in most major cities. If you had a lot of money, you could maybe bring power off the trolley line to charge them at home. But this is one of the reasons why they never really caught on, because the infrastructure wasn't ready to support them yet. One of the big problems was too is that alternating current and direct current. The cars needed direct current to charge, but alternating current was the prevalent form of energy at the time. We have a really busy Cars and Coffee schedule coming up for you this year. We have them almost every week, and hundreds of cars show up every time. They're free to the public, and they're free to bring your own car too. If you become a member, you can also come to the members-only Cars and Coffee. Our gift shop on Thames Street is also open. There's plenty of cool merch in there that you can wear around town and show off to your friends. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please like, subscribe, and share these videos with your friends. Hit that notifications bell, and if you have any questions that you want me to answer, put them in the comments below, and then I'll look up the answer and tell you, because I don't know everything off the top of my head. You can put one dime down on this Oldsmobile Curve Dash. It's a crime to pay more than a dime. No.